You are not content with just our vote. You want to get inside our heads, inside our homes, to tell us what to eat, what to wear, who to love. But your fear alone cannot keep the future at bay. जिस सुबह की खातिर जुग जुग से हम सब मर मर के जीते हैं, वो सुबह कभी तो आएगी. इन भूखी प्यासी रूहों पर एक दिन तो करम फरमाएगी, वो सुबह कभी तो आएगी. Kennedy tells us that people who want to stop history in its tracks mistrust the present. This government mistrusts the very soul of our republic when it brings in an act to link Aadhaar cards to the right to vote, because you are creating enormous possibilities to disenfranchise genuine voters. You mistrust our Annadatas, who repeatedly told you, don't bring in the farm laws. Even when you roll them back, I think it was more your fear of losing 70 seats in Western UP than any remorse you felt for the 700+ farmers who passed away. You have still not guaranteed MSP in writing, one of the main demands. You mistrust the Jats, the Sikhs, anyone who stands up to you. And yet, the minute elections are around the corner, you shamelessly put on a pagdi and put out offers of alliances. But this time, the Chaudhrys will not forget. The Chaudhrys will not forget that the son of a sitting minister of this government mowed down 5 farmers, and it took 3 full days to arrest him, and that too after a horrified Supreme Court stepped in. I stand here today and ask you to remove the Minister of State, the Member of Parliament from Kerry, from office. Every minute that he continues in his chair is an affront to not only democracy, but to the very decency and self-respect of our polity. I shouldn't be standing here saying this. Your conscience should be telling you this. Jab nash panush par aata hai, to pehle vivek mar jata hai. The way the masters of our republic mistrust the present is most acutely illustrated by the Pegasus mess. And yes, I am going to say it, because who are now the Treasury benches brought down an entire government on 2G when 2G was still sub judice. So don't give me this sub judice, sub judice, sub judice. I will bring it up. The way the masters of our republic mistrust the present is most acutely illustrated by the Pegasus mess. The government stands accused of having spent taxpayers' money to buy technology to spy on its own citizens. To paraphrase a leading journalist, New York Times is lying, The Wire is lying, Amnesty is lying, the French government is lying, the German government is lying, the US government is lying, WhatsApp and Apple, who have sued NSO, are lying. Only this government is in splendid isolation with the truth in Pegasus. One minister calls it Supari media, another stands up in this house and lies to us blatantly. How does this government justify introducing a data protection bill which empowers the state to exempt itself from every privacy obligation that the law imposes? You have little respect for the most fundamental aspect of India, that it is a union of states with a federal structure. How else can you explain your patently illegal extension of the BSF jurisdiction 50 kilometers into state territory? You mistrust journalist Siddiq Kappan to an extent that you arrest him even before he's visited Hathras and even before he's written his report. You mistrust comedian Munawar Farooqi before a joke he's even yet to crack. The President's speech says this government has made a beginning to liberate Muslim women by removing triple talaq and Hajj restrictions. And yet, on New Year's Day 2022, Muslim women in India awoke to the reality of being auctioned as Bulli Bais. This was version 2.0 of 2021's Sulli deals. It was only after a huge backlash that the government took action and a few arrests were made. Muslims today are denied houses on rent, accused of being spreaders of COVID in India. Spaces. This battle of 80% versus 20% that this government has started risks ruining 100% of our sacred republic. 2 minutes, madam. I have 13 minutes. 2 minutes. I am filled with horror at this rampant Islamophobia. 2 minutes, sir. I've got 13 minutes, sir. I've got 13 minutes, madam. Madam, I've got 13 minutes. 1 minute. 13 minutes है मेरा. 2 minutes में मैं खत्म करती हूँ. And it is not rampant. According to the United Christian Forum, there have been 460 attacks on Christians in 2021 alone. Violent mobs have attacked churches, Christian congregations, and Christmas celebrations in 16 towns and cities. I am filled with horror and shame as I repeat to you what Monirul Sheikh, an old man in my home of Karimpur, Nadia, told me last year. Ma, এটা তোমাদের নীতির লড়াই, কিন্তু আমাদের বাঁচার লড়াই. Ma, for you, this is a battle of ideology. But for us, it is a war for survival. But today, we as Indians need to realize one thing. If we are to save this republic, the onus lies on us. To all of you that I say, lawyers, writers, journalists, businessmen who say this country needs a change. To all of you, I say, you cannot choose the time of battle. The bugle has sounded. The citizens of our republic need to fight now. Ye subha hum hi se aayegi. To the judiciary, I use my parliamentary privilege and say, you are all this country has as last recourse and remedy. Do not fail us.